Welcome to episode 22, and a lot happened in this episode. Like any episode, that's why this anime is so cool because it was made after the manga, so they just packed everything and it's beautiful. So, what happens in this episode? There are two happenings, two things that go on that are really cool, and I cannot go on without saying something else. And that is one small scene. You know, when Ling and the Fuhrer fight, the Fuhrer just says there are no true leaders, there are no true kings, And that's really interesting because if you know the Fuhrer's history, what happens is the Fuhrer was actually a pawn just put there. He's not a king. He doesn't deserve his post. He's just there because someone put him there. And he says there are no true kings. What's going on in there? It's very interesting. And that happens a lot. Where someone is some way. And he just reflects just saying everybody's that way. So if someone says, oh my god, everybody's an asshole, very likely it's because he's an asshole. And again, because the Führer is not a true king, he's just saying no, there are no true kings because he's not a true king. And that happens constantly, both in interpersonal interactions where you realize it, but also through politicians. You can see that a lot. This is again a very small aspect of this anime, a very small aspect of human interactions that you can take advantage of. Through these small reflections, you can see who are the people that are talking to you. Just listen to how they talk about other people, how they talk about maybe people that really are like them, and then realize, oh, so she's talking about this aspect of someone else, so she's probably like that. Again, this example of everybody's an asshole is actually my example. I was an asshole and I just complained about everybody. I just said, oh my god, everybody's such an asshole. Actually, what was going on is that I was an asshole, so everybody was an asshole to me because I was an asshole. So I just thought, oh my god, everybody's an asshole, and I'm so cool. I'm the king shit of Third Mountain. And the other thing that I would like to talk about in this episode, and this is a very expensive topic, is just Scar. They really put the lights on Scar and revenge, and there's a lot to talk about. I won't be talking about everything. The whole Winry going through this whirlwind, just if she's doing some revenge or not doing some revenge. But something else that happens in this episode with Scar is he finally realized he's the villain. And sometimes I think maybe that's exaggerated, that he should have that level of self-reflection earlier, but again, looking through the lens of my life and some other people's life, I know you can be blind to certain aspects of your life for years, or maybe you just die never realizing it. And what I like about Scar is that because he's just turning so many rocks and just going after whatever he thinks it's fair, he's actually seeing through his actions, and he's actually changing, which is something not a lot of people do. They really don't do that. And I don't think Scar was right from the beginning. And again, I think he just went off the cuff and he was just going through the motions for no reason. He's not justifying it. And the whole Winry almost shooting Scar just shows she's weak on the flash. And that's it. I don't think there is a lot more to talk about in this episode. There is, but I'm not gonna just gonna travel for no reason and just ramble on for 30 minutes. I'm just gonna keep this short. Thank you very much and see you guys next.